YouTube, what's going on? S4J back again, bringing you the coolest battles of yesterday and today. So my opponent's going to lead out with the Sharpedo, and I'm going to go ahead and lead out with my Scissor, right? After evaluating his team, I'm like, yes, I knew you were going to lead out with the Sharpedo, which is awesome. I'm going to go straight for the U-turn. I'm thinking that he might go for the Protect or whatever, or Baton Pass or whatever, off onto whatever. But he realizes that I can intertwine between going for Volt Switch and U-turn on the Sharpedo all day. So he's going to switch out into his Jolteon. In order to take the Volt Switch, I'm just going to go straight out into my Magnezone, knowing that Jolteon can't do much to anything to it unless you have like a random hidden power ground for some whatever reason. So I'm going to switch out into my Swampert, thinking that I'm pretty safe because I don't necessarily see Grass Knot anymore. That's more of a 4th generation metagame kind of move. So I'm like, whoa, that threw me completely off guard, and he's life orbed at that. But what's surprising to me is that I lived that. I was able to get off my Stealth Rocks, and he kills me with the U-turn. So now he's going to bring in his Grumpig, and I'm just going to come out with my Scissor, and he's going to, I guess, misclick in a sense, because I think we did have a battle before, and he has Reflect. I think he said he was trying to go for the Reflect or whatever, so his apologies for that, and yeah. So sorry about that, bro. Sorry about that misclick. Sorry about that misclick. So he's just going to go and use Fire Blast, right, on the switch out into Rotom. Rotom is very light, a light Pokemon. I predict the switch, thinking that he knew that Rotom was kind of a light Pokemon or whatever. And considering my HP, I guess close combat wouldn't have been the smartest thing to do, I guess. Considering that I do have the Starmie, I thought he was going to try to switch and save his Infernape for a much better situation. So that's kind of why I went for the Hidden Power Fire, predicting something else, I guess Sceptile or whatever. But in this case, that doesn't happen, and he close combats the Starmie, and I'm able to finish off with Psychic. And he brings in Sceptile. I'm a little bit afraid of its thing, but I'm seeing like Night Slash and X's, or what's going on? So I'm like, okay, this thing's physical. So I'm gonna bring in the Flygon and try to trick it as if like I'm Choice Scarf, because 99% of Flygons that I run into personally are Choice Scarf. But he has like the Grass Gem Leaf Storm. Who does that? That completely threw me off guard. Finishes off my Flygon at that. So I was like, whoa, what just happened? You know, I was in complete disarray. My Flygon just bit the dust, honestly. So he's gonna bring in his Sharpedo to take the U-turn, and I'm just gonna U-turn, finish the Sharpedo off, and he's gonna go into his Jolteon, discharge on the Magnezone, on the switch to Magnezone. Me wanted to save my Starmie for later on, right? So he's gonna go out to Bastion now, and I'm just gonna set up the substitute. So I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. Thanks to my Magnet Pull, Bastion can't you know, switch or whatever. But this is the part where I was actually thinking and wishing that I had Discharge, because I could have probably maybe, I don't know, paralyzed it in a sense, but that's not gonna work. He's gonna go for the Earthquake on the switch out into Scissor, and he gets a critical hit, which is gonna prove completely relevant in the future moves, as you guys might see later on. So he's gonna superpower, finish the Bastion off. He knows he doesn't have anything to take a choice banded superpower, so he's gonna bring in the Sceptile, right? And at first I was like, this thing probably had the Hidden Power Fire. This is why earlier on I did not bring in Scissor on the Sceptile, because I was fearing that it had Hidden Power Fire. But after seeing his moves, this guy has Leaf Blade and Leaf Storm. Are you kidding? That threw me off. So I was like, okay, wow. I'm thinking all my fears, you know, maybe timid or something, is just a completely different set. So I was like, wow. After I saw that, I was like, what was I afraid of initially? So now he's just gonna bring in the Jolteon. I think Jolteon is his last Pokemon in this sense. So I'm just gonna go for the Hidden Power Ice, considering that my only moves are Charge Beam, which will heal it, and Flash Cannon. Even though Flash Cannon is stabbed, it's not going to do more damage than Hidden Power Ice would at this moment, which is completely different from him, because Discharge and Shadow Ball are both not very effective moves on the Magnezone, but in the sense that he gets stabbed from Discharge, it's going to do a little bit more damage to me. So I'm like, okay, I did quite a bit of enough damage, but thanks to the critical hit and the paralysis that I got from the Magnezone, I'm not going to be able to survive the modest Discharge, and he finishes me off for the win. So that was a great game. Viewers, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and continue to enjoy the rest of my videos. Peace!